Hi everyone, I'm Jamie, and today I want to talk about tunneling and camping in Dead by Daylight. Now, this has been a problem since, well, forever. It wasn't so much of a problem like when the game first came out, because nobody really knew what they were doing, and it kind of had a small tight-knit community that kind of agreed not to do it. But since then, it's been a problem for ages, basically. And I would argue that DBD behavior actually have everything they need to fully fix the problem forever, essentially. Well, not tunneling so much, because if somebody wants to tunnel, they're gonna tunnel. Nothing can really stop that. But I believe that they have everything to, mitigate it as much as they can. Now, they have Kindred. They have Kindred. It's in the game. Make Kindred base kit. Make Kindred base kit. And that will help solo queue so much with the whole camping situation. They have the base kit borrowed time. They introduced that in the latest update. They intended in the latest update, they said in the dev notes that a lot of it was designed to stop camping and tunneling indefinitely, but it didn't do that. They only added a 5-second base kit endurance for, when you're unhooked, and a 5-second speed boost. This does very little. It's not enough to get out of basement, for example. If a killer just waits, 5 seconds is not enough for you to run up the stairs, and you will never make it to the window or the pallet. It's just not enough time. So increase that. I know this sounds really weird because this is what everybody wanted and what they sort of did, but make borrowed time base kit. The new borrowed time. Make that base kit. Do something else with borrowed time. I don't know. Do something else. I'm not sure what you do with it, but do something else. I feel like that 12 or 15 seconds, I'm not sure how much it is, but I feel that should be the base kit one, because then it gives you enough time to actually get somewhere. And 5 seconds just isn't enough. But although you do have off the record is a great little addition. I believe that off the record should stay entirely as it is. I feel like off the record is fine. But the borrowed time, the base kit borrowed time, needs to be replaced with the perk borrowed time. So the new perk borrowed time will become the new base kit. So I feel like that will mitigate tunneling as much as they possibly can. Because now, a killer can just wait. It's 5 seconds. And then they down you. And then, DS is useless. But that's the next thing that I think we should change. This is very rambly. I didn't write a plan. I just wanted to talk. So, put DS back at 5 seconds. I don't know why they put it down to 3. I made a short about this. I have a shorts channel. I made a short about this. Like, a survivor DS'd me out of a locker. From them being picked out of the locker, from them hitting the DS to me downing them again, was 5.5 seconds. 5.5 seconds. From them hitting the DS to me catching them again. That's garbage. Up DS back to 5 seconds. Keep the thing with it deactivating at endgame, just put it back to 5 seconds. It's so bad as 3 seconds. And what was the final bit? I think the final thing they have is the new perk Reassurance to combat camping. Basically, what this perk does, if you haven't been on the PTB or watched any videos about the PTB, is you go up to 6 meters from the hook while somebody's on the hook. You press the active ability 2 button, which I think is like F or something, and it completely pauses the death timer for the person that's on the hook. Completely stops it dead in its tracks. Whether they're on first stage, second stage, doesn't matter. It will completely pause it for 30 seconds. And the perk has a cooldown of 40 seconds. But that starts from the second you hit the button. So once the 30 seconds is up, their timer will begin again for 10 seconds. And then you can just press it again. And the camping killer could do nothing about this. Like, they can down you, sure, but then you just crawl away, get picked up by a teammate, and then you're right back into it. It's a great perk for stopping camping, but I believe that this should be either base kit or make a weakened version of it that maybe has a minute of cooldown. Make that a base kit mechanic. Or make the perk, one of the default perks that everyone gets, like Shattered Hope. And you know, Deja Vu, Kindred. Well, I want to make Kindred base kit, but you know what I mean, like one of those. Because right now, Reassurance will be behind the Resident Evil chapter paywall, which, like, it's such a good perk for stopping camping, but it's behind a paywall. So I think get that out of being behind a paywall. Make that base kit or make it a default perk and give Rebecca something else, because Reassurance is too vital, I think, to be behind a paywall. It's a band-aid to a problem that is very prevalent, but it's behind a paywall. I don't know, I don't agree with that. So, to reiterate everything that I think they should do to basically eliminate camping and tunneling as much as possible in the game, make Kindred base kit, first of all, so that you can see if the killer's camping, and also Kindred as base kit would just be a massive help for solo queue, because you would be able to see what your teammates are doing while somebody's dying on the hook, you know, and you'll be able to, like, go and help them, and it will also help you to see if the killer is camping. And the next stage of that is make Reassurance base kit, or make it a, you know, default perk that everyone can get, and then if you see the killer is camping, you can go and, you know, give them Reassurance, give them the old thumbs up, and then they can just stay on the hook for a bit longer, and you know, all the gens will be getting done, and the camping killer will be sad. Which, you know, fair. Just, yeah, make them sad. If they want to stand in front of the hook and stare at a survival horror game, you know, they can do it for the entire game. Have fun with that. So make that base kit, and then for the tunneling side of it, make the new borrowed time base kit. Because the 5 seconds is just not enough. Make the new borrowed time base kit, and leave off the record as it is. Just leave off the record as it is. I was going to say something about off the record, but just leave it as it is. And yeah, I think that will, you know, be a big hit to tunneling and camping, and just make the game more fun and healthy for everybody. And then, you know, with the also with the Kindred buff to solo queue, making Kindred base kit, you could, I don't know, make killer a bit stronger, because then solo queue would be a bit more up to, you know, everything else. Ultimately, I think it would need a few more buffs to solo queue before you buff killer again, but I think that would be a huge step in the right direction. And the most frustrating thing is they have everything they need right there. It's in the game, it's in the code. You just have to take it away from perks and make it base kit, you know? Because, like, right now, I don't think I've had a game where I haven't ran off the record as Survivor, because it's just so good for stopping tunneling. It's basically the only perk that does it. And, because even then, they can just hit you through endurance and tunnel anyway. That's why you can never really stop tunneling properly, because they can just hit you through endurance, catch up, and kill you. But the nice thing about off the record is it makes you silent and have no scratch marks. I think it gives you no scratch marks, but it makes you silent at the very least, which is lovely. But we're not, yeah, that's not what I was talking about. But yeah, I feel like I have to run that, because the base kit borrowed time just isn't enough. If I get put in basement, I'm fucking dead. You know, but yeah, that's what I think they should do. That's what I think they should do. Make Kindred base kit, make Reassurance either base kit or a default perk, and make the new borrowed time base kit. And I think that would go a huge way to stopping tunneling and camping in Dead by Daylight. So yeah, let me know what you think. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was very rambly. I didn't want to make a plan, because I feel like when I make a plan, I stare too much at it. Like, it's down here, I stare too much at it. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So I felt like I actually wanted to look into the camera and talk to you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a good time. Hope you'll join my streams at 4 PM BST every single weekday. I don't know why I say that more weird every single time I make a video. But yeah, hope you join my streams at 4 PM BST every single weekday. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care. Love you very much. Bye. Bye.